हाँ, गुड इवनिंग।
गुड इवनिंग सर।
हाँ, आप इंट्रोड्यूस कीजिए अपने आप को, बताइए कौन सी लैंग्वेज में इंटरव्यू देंगे आप?
सर इंग्लिश में।
इंग्लिश में?
यस सर। सर माय नेम, यस सर,
Yes, start.
okay sir. Sir, my name is Apeksha Modi and I am from Jhumri Tilaiya, Kodarma, Jharkhand. I have done my schooling from my hometown only, and thereafter I did my graduation from in manufacturing engineering from National Institute of Foundry and Force Technology. The name of the college has been changed to National Institute of Advanced Manufacturing Technology, and I have done two trainings. First one, Timken India Limited, Jamshedpur, and second one in Federal Mogul Powertrains, Bangalore. And I was also offered a position in Cummins India Limited, Pune in 2018, but I declined it and straight away started my preparation dedicatedly for civil services. But the process was going long. So in 2021, I also joined a startup company named Saro Consulting Private Limited for my financial sustainability. And last year I left it and again started preparing dedicatedly for civil services.
What is the reason why you don't want to stay in private sector and join the government job?
So, so in third year itself, when I was the joint secretary of my college, I had this opportunity to visit government secretariat in Ranchi a number of times, where I had an interaction with a number of IS officers and IPS and SDMs there. And the lady IS officers and SDMs there motivated me and inspired me a lot toward this field. So after my completion of graduation, I wanted to switch towards civil services.
Okay. अभी ये बताइए जो इजराइल और में हो रहा है, गाजा पट्टी में हो रहा है, क्या हिस्ट्री है उसकी? क्या व्हाट इज द रीजन ऑफ द वॉर एंड व्हाट इज द बैकग्राउंड ऑफ द कॉन्फ्लिक्ट बिटवीन द टू?
सर ये जो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है ये इजराइल और पैलेस्टाइन के बीच में है और ये काफी पुराना कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है जहाँ पे जो अब्राहमिक रिलीजन है उन जिसमें जियूस, क्रिश्चियनिटी और इस्लाम तीनों आते हैं। और क्योंकि ये सर लैंड कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है जेरूसलम को लेके, जहाँ पे पैलेस्टीनियंस भी इसको क्लेम कर रहे हैं एंड इजराइल के ज्यूज भी उसको एक्वायर करना चाहते हैं।
See, this area was by and large quiet for a very long period of time. There was conflict earlier. There were so many conflicts earlier, but last few years, last rather many years, this area was relatively quiet, except from small problems here and there. Why all of a sudden Hamas has taken this action and which has led us area to the war?
सर सर ये 1973 में एक योम किपुर अटैक हुआ था अक्टूबर 1973 में। तो हमास उनका 50th एनिवर्सरी के तौर पे इस अटैक को लॉन्च किए। और सर इसके ये भी रीजंस है कि लास्ट 1.5 ईयर 2 ईयर से कंटिन्यूअस कॉन्फ्लिक्ट छोटे मोटे चल रहे हैं दोनों के बीच में। फॉर एग्जांपल सर अप्रैल मई जून में अलास्का मॉस्क पे इजरायली गवर्नमेंट ने भेजा था और कंटिन्यूअस स्मॉल लेवल पे अटैक्स हो रहे थे गाजा स्ट्रिप वर्सेस इजराइल में। एंड सर अभी जो गवर्नमेंट है उनकी वो राइट विंग गवर्नमेंट है और इंटरनल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स भी है इजराइल में, जिसके कारण हमास को ऐसा लगा कि इजराइल अभी वीक पोजीशन पे है तो हम अटैक कर सकते हैं।
इजराइल का एक फेमस वेरी पावरफुल एयर डिफेंस सिस्टम है। व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ द एयर डिफेंस सिस्टम? आपको वॉल्यूम म्यूट हो गया।
सर आयरन डोम सिस्टम।
Why Iron Dome failed to detect and stop this rocket fired by Hamas?
सर यस सर ऐसा इसलिए हुआ क्योंकि इफ आयरन डोम सिस्टम इंटरसेप्शन पे बेस्ड था कि वो इंटरसेप्ट करती थी किसी भी इनकमिंग रॉकेट को एंड देन इट यूज्ड टू deceive it, but the level of firing that happened through Hamas, it is believed that around 5,000 rockets were launched at a time, जिसके कारण कुछ रॉकेट्स को वो इंटरसेप्ट नहीं कर पाई और वो इसराइल में लैंड हुई है.
Which are the other neighboring countries which are likely to uh, indulge in some sort of war with Israel at this point of time?
So there is Lebanon and there is Syria and yes, Syria, Lebanon and Gaza Strip.
Okay,
Otherwise, rest of the boundary countries are not in launching an attack for now.
okay, fine. See, now tell me, after independence until about 70s, late 70s, India, Pakistan, and China, we were almost at the same level of development. Now, after late 70s, China has started growing very fast. We have lagged behind to some extent, and Pakistan has started going down.
Yes, sir.
The difference in we are the same area, and what are the difference in approach by these three countries towards the economic development?
So, uh, if we talk about China, uh, China has focused a lot in developing its manufacturing sector, whereas India has not have been able to shift structurally from agriculture to manufacturing, which is why the labor-intensive development have not happened. The service sector of India is strong, but the industrial sector was is not up to the mark. However, when we talk of Pakistan, so the Pakistan has not had a very stable government since its independence. The internal turmoil is very high in Pakistan. Plus, it is very debt-ridden country.
Okay. Now tell me which is the latest country to join NATO?
So, I believe it is Finland and Sweden.
Finland. Okay. Now see this Russia-Ukraine war. The major issue was Ukraine's intention to join NATO, and Russia has attacked basically for this reason. There are some other issues also. But when Finland joined NATO, Russia has not reacted in the way it has reacted for Ukraine joining NATO. Why?
So, first of all, sir, it is because Ukraine is one of the boundary country of Russia, and Russia and Ukraine has been sharing. Ukraine has initially been a part of USSR, and if Ukraine joins NATO, it brings the Western countries most strong alliance at the border of Russia, whereas Finland is very geographically far from Russia. So I believe this is one of the reasons.
Finland is how far? Finland is not very far from Russia. You know the location of Finland
Yes,
vis-a-vis
sir.
Russia.
Yes, sir.
There is only a small landmass of Estonia in between. You can go by road to crossing the is very near to
So
Russia.
one of the reason being, sir, Finland has traditionally been very neutral country when it comes to conflict between NATO versus USSR. So I believe Russia does not sees it as a threat as much as Ukraine.
See, after this Russia-Ukraine war, there is a change of relationship between Russia and China. So, what is the change which has taken place among the relationship of these two countries, and how does it impact India?
So the economy of Russia has been a bit affected by Russia-Ukraine war, which makes Russia a bit dependent on countries like China for developing its because of economic reasons. And China has been uh, since China is a bit anti-West country, so that is why it brings Russia and China close. And Russia is one of the foremost friend of India, so it directly affects India-Russia relations as well.
So, in any future conflict, if we have border dispute with China, if any future conflict with China, how much we can depend on Russia?
So since there is a treaty between India and Russia, which is called Treaty of Friendship, which was signed in 1971. And Russia has always been a supporter of India at different levels of war. Even in the recent Galwan conflict, Russia has supported India. So I believe we can depend on Russia in future as well. Russia has been a time-tested friend of India.
Well, USA will be better ally, dependable ally, or Russia will be dependable ally vis-a-vis our conflict with China.
Uh, so since US-China relations has deteriorated a lot in comparison to the past seasons, I believe USA has inclined towards India in the recent years. So when it comes to allying between US and Russia, I believe Russia is more trustable. I still believe Russia is more trustable than USA.
But whether it will be able to help India at the cost of China.
So I believe yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Ranveer ji.
Sir. Apeksha, what are your optional subject?
Sir, sociology, sir.
Sociology. Sociology. Okay. Can you tell something about the present conflict between Hamas and this Israel people?
Sir, the
Hamas
present
Yes,
sir,
yes.
the present conflict is between Israel and Palestine, and uh, so Hamas is a Gaza Strip-based terrorist organization, and it has attacked Israeli land on 7th October at a very massive scale. Israel has declared a war against Hamas.
Okay. What is the area of Gaza Patti? Rough area of Gaza Patti.
So it's as far as I can recall, it's around 250 kilometers. So I'm not very sure, sir.
So it is a very small unit.
Yes,
Na?
sir. Yes, sir.
Which sea is by the side of Gaza Patti?
Sub-Mediterranean Sea, sir.
Mediterranean Sea. Acha, our country is also surrounded by seas. Can you name these seas? East coast, west coast, south? Can you tell me?
Yes, sir. So we have on the eastern side, it's Bay of Bengal, and on the western side, we have Arabian Sea, and then we have Indian Ocean on the south.
Is there any meeting point where we can see all these three seas at any point? Is there any such place in India?
So I'm not very sure, but I believe it's the southern tip where, like Kanyakumari.
Yes, you will go through the map. No? Answer is quite visible. Hey, what is the southernmost point of India?
So before the tsunami, 2005 tsunami, it was Indira Point, but since it is, got subducted, so after that it is. Sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall the exact name.
Okay. Which state has got the highest coastline?
So highest coastline, which state?
Yes,
So it's Gujarat.
Gujarat. Second one is?
So I believe it is Andhra Pradesh.
Okay. What is GDP of Bihar?
Sorry, sir, I don't remember the exact figure.
What is the GDP growth of Bihar?
So it's around 11%, 10 to 11%.
In GDP growth rate, Bihar stands at which place in India?
Sorry, sir.
Okay. Which is the biggest district of Bihar?
Sir, can you repeat the question?
Which is the biggest district of Bihar in terms of area and in terms of population?
So it's Patna.
In terms of area or population?
So in terms of area, it's Patna, and in terms of population, it is
Anyway,
sorry,
go
sir.
through it. Anyway, go through it. No problem.
Yes, sir.
You know, Jhumri Tile is very famous long back, 20, 30 years back, for one thing.
Yes,
Can you
sir.
tell that thing?
Yes, sir. So it was famous for sending highest number of requests in Vivid Bharati for Bollywood songs.
Right.
So,
Yes, yes, very correct. Achha, which one is the biggest district of India, area-wise?
so it's Uttar Pradesh.
Biggest district. Uttar Pradesh is a state.
Oh, sorry, sir. Biggest
Biggest
district.
district of
So it's in Ladakh, sir. Kargil.
Kargil is not correct answer, but it is in Ladakh.
Sorry, sir. Leh, sir. Leh. So I
Okay.
got confused, sir.
Which article has been removed?
Sir, 370, sir, and
Article
35
370.
A.
Okay, 35A. What benefits used to give Jammu and Kashmir?
So it used to give this benefit of having a separate constitution, separate flag, and its own laws, criminal laws, and different IPC.
Achha, can you tell me what is the British period in India?
So British
How,
period.
yeah, how many years they have ruled us?
So if we consider from Battle of Palasi, so it started by
No, I am not
1757.
asking about the battle. That will be my second question. You have guessed it. So my first question is
Yes,
the
sir.
how many years they have ruled India? That is my basic question.
So around 200 years.
200 years. And now I come to the second question which you guessed earlier.
Yes, sir.
Name the two famous battle by which British able to stand here.
So the Battle of Palasi and Battle of Buxar.
Which year?
So So Battle of Palasi in 1757 and Battle of Buxar in 1764.
There is also one very famous war that
Yes, sir.
near Buxar. It is known Chausa.
Yes, sir.
Tell about the year of this war and who were participant in it. Chausa war.
So,
Battle of Chausa.
so Sirsa Suri, the sorry, sir, not about the other part.
You are partially correct. When
Yes,
this third battle of Panipat took place.
So it took place in 1543 between Akbar and Hemu.
I am asking about third one, not the first one.
So okay, sir. So the third took place in 1700, around 1765 between Marathas and Ahmad Saab Dali, sir.
What was the effect of this war?
So the result was that the position of Maratha deteriorated, and after Mughals, it was expected that Marathas would rule the country. But after this war, the position of Marathas were uh, destroyed.
Name a battle in which it is said that Akbar was defeated by someone, some prominent king. Can you name that battle?
So, so um, it was the Mewar king. His name is Raja of Mewar, sir. He was named. Uh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm not able to recall the name, but Akbar was
Okay.
not able to integrate this position in his territory.
Achha, do you know this air defense system of Israel? Name of that one? Air defense
Yes,
system.
sir. Yes, sir. So it is Iron Dome system.
Is it work properly this time?
So even the highest technology has some limitations. And since Hamas has fired more than 4,000, 5,000 rockets at a time, so it failed to intercept some of the rockets, which injured the Israeli territory. So yes, sir.
Have you heard the name of this? What is the secret agency of Israel?
So I'm not able to recall the name, sir. Sorry, sir.
One person was named as Moshe Dayan. Quite a bit, long time we hated this organization of Israel. Okay, it is Mossad. Anil sir.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Most, sir.
Okay. Apeksha, your formal interview is over.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
What do you think? How have you fared today?
Sir, I believe I need to study more deeply in IR portion.
No, your answers were most of the places, most of the questions were right. You were able to articulate the answers well. कोई बहुत ज़्यादा changes करने की जरूरत नहीं है. The way you answer and all. Only thing is knowledge base को आपको थोड़ा ठीक करना पड़ेगा. बिहार के बारे में जितनी भी factual facts and figures हैं और government schemes हैं चीजें इनके बारे में आप थोड़ा you do some more study. And when is your date of interview?
So 17th.
17 is not very far off. Just read a little bit more about Bihar and note down the points. Note down the points. Keep a diary. Have some few pages on the basic facts and figures. Other questions you cannot anticipate which type of questions will come, so you have to answer on the spot. But Bihar basic facts you must be very clear. So there should not
Yes, sir.
falter on that. So that is my advice. Otherwise, you are all good. Good to go.
Okay, sir.
अपेक्षा आपसे अपेक्षा की जाती है कि आप बिहार के बारे में सारी चीजों को जाने. बहुत ज्यादा थी आपके पास, समय भी उतना कम नहीं है. 2 hours is enough for बिहार इम्पोर्टेंट डाटा सब देख लीजिए, ठीक है.
Yes, sir.
और आपका परसों है. आप ये बताइए कि ये जो मीट इंटरव्यू में जो हम लोग आप यहाँ आई, आपको कुछ क्या फायदा नजर आया? You got some direction from us?
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. मतलब बात सर कन्वर्सेशन से सर वो मुझे पता चलता है कि मैं अपनी बातों को रख पा रही हूँ या नहीं. तो मॉक इंटरव्यूज सब मुझे लगता है कि बेस्ट तरीका है किसी भी इंटरव्यू को प्रिपेयर करने का.
आई एम नॉट आस्किंग अबाउट द जनरल थिंग्स, आई एम
Yes,
आस्किंग
sir.
अबाउट यू. क्या आपको कुछ फायदा नजर आया?
यस सर. सब मुझे मतलब आई वांट टू सी हाउ पीपल आर परसीविंग माय कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स एंड द वे आई स्पीक. सो दैट इज
ओवरऑल इट इज वेरी गुड. काफी अच्छा है. आपका कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल थोड़ा सा फेस से और एक्सप्रेस होना चाहिए. यू हैव गॉट कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल, लेकिन थोड़ा सा कभी कभी कंफ्यूज नजर आती है. ऐसा नहीं है, जबकि आप जानती हैं चीजों को. योर प्रिपरेशन इज वेरी गुड, ठीक है ना. आप इसको थोड़ा ब्रश अप कर लीजिए और यू आर ऑल फाइन.
सर वो महाराणा प्रताप थे क्या सर?
हाँ, महाराणा प्रताप के थे. हल्दी घाटी का हुआ था, संभवतः 14 जून था, ठीक है.
यस सर.
हाँ, मैंने जो इम्पोर्टेंट इवेंट्स हैं उसको आपको याद रखना चाहिए, जानना चाहिए, ठीक है ना. ये नहीं है कि बहुत डिटेल पूरा पढ़े जाने, उसकी जरूरत नहीं है इंटरव्यू में. बट इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग्स जो है वो जानना चाहिए. बोर्ड मेंबर भी हम लोग भी उसी चीज को टच करते हैं जो बहुत अनयूनिक ना हो, सिंपल जो जिसको लोग एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं. और आपका चूंकि सब्जेक्ट है. ओके, ऑल द बेस्ट. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
ओके सर. थैंक यू सर.
All the best.
थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू सर.